Hey everybody, Rorree here. Welcome to my channel. We are going to get right into our little session for today. All right, so we are working on the I Choose Me series. This series has many components and we are busy creating an amazing program for you guys. Just rolling out information, rolling out things that will help all of you to create to create and live the lives that you desire. So I just wanted to share with you that we got a lot coming. I know I am busy as all get up. So every day it is my goal to get you guys some food that is going to nourish your soul and help you grow to the next level. So we have many different topics that we'll be focusing on, and this program will be throughout a few different platforms. So just pay attention to the description box and to what I'm saying. I might direct you somewhere else to get other information that's going to help you on your journeys. Now, one of the tools that we are all using in this program this year, I'm sorry, I just got some new stuff. So I got boxes all over the place. But one of the programs that we're using the Freedom Mastery Planner system. This is my second year using this system and I love it. It has a wonderful goal setting component with it. And so it helps you to set your goals for the year, but your goals and intentions, but it also helps you to do a plan, do review, to review those goals every month and to break them down and even by day, even by week, breaking down what it is that you're doing for yourselves to reach your desired goals. But you can get as specific as indicating how much water you're drinking every day, because water is so important to nourish your body. A lot of times we are feeling low vibrationally and you just don't realize that your body is dehydrated. So you need some water. So I usually recommend that people drink half their body weight in ounces. I am guilty of not fully drinking the full amount myself, so don't feel bad, but do your best, you know. So this planner even puts the cups in here, and it's interesting because I did a journal system in 2006, I think, or 5. I think I put a journal system together when I created the Recipe for Prosperity course, and that's a 5-week program. So when I put that one together, we created a journal to go with it, and we did the cups of water too. So I was like, yes, this journal is exactly for me. But it breaks down meditation that you can do for yourselves, exercise and everything, and you can check it off daily if you did it. You can write down your week's goals as well. It tells you it walks you through creating your goals and everything. So there's a link in the description box if you want to order your own planner, and they come in different colors. This one I don't know if you can see it real good, but it's like this rosy peachy color, and then it has rose gold accents with the tree of life, and I love the tree of life. So anyway, so this is the planner system that we're using. It's based off of the law of attraction. So this is one of the tools you may want to get so that you can work with us to really break down everything that it is that you're going to be manifesting during this year, as we walk together through your journey to creating greatness for yourselves and to choose yourself. I choose me. All right. So today, the base card that came out, which is the foundation for the message today, was change. Okay. And we're in a new year. Makes sense that it would be about change, especially if you look at the reading from yesterday. So it's about new beginnings and about change. So I'm going to read this to you. It says, the frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward. So that so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. So this kind of goes hand in hand with that first card that we got yesterday, and I think it was new beginnings. So when there is change, when there is a new beginning, there's something that we're going to leave behind, you know. So but today what we're going to leave behind, what we're going to talk about are things regarding ourselves. We're going to talk about what is it that we need to do for ourselves to help ourselves grow to the next level. So today we're going to focus on forgiveness. Forgiveness is something that a lot of us take for granted, that we might need to forgive ourselves for something or forgive others for something. So the first card that came out of a deck that I used for forgiveness is this card here. And I'm not even going to put it up there because you're not going to be able to see it. But so this first card is about the category it's pertaining to is self-expression. So I pulled a spread that was past, present, and future, and I didn't pull it. I let them flip out. I always allow the universe to speak to me when I'm reading for the collective. I just allow the cards to flip out right now. I'm having fun with that. So, hey. So, I want you to repeat after me. So this first card is considered a past card. This might be your past, present, or it could be your future. I don't know, but it came out in the past position. So, and this is for the collective. So for whomever is watching this, this is for you. All right. If it doesn't resonate with you, it is okay. Okay. Just keep it in mind. And sometimes things might not resonate with you at that moment, but you might not have realized that it really is something that you need to focus on, because with forgiveness, we often forget the things that we need to think about for ourselves. So we have a series as well that works on the shadow self, and these working on forgiveness is going to help us with the shadow work that we're going to be doing weekly as well. Okay. So anyway, so repeat after me if you like. All right. I forgive myself for thinking that no one cares to hear what I have to say. So I forgive myself for thinking that no one cares to hear what I have to say. Now, I'm going to tell you, I have worked with so many people, and I have experienced this myself, where I felt like what I had to say didn't matter. And usually I felt like that because that's how I was, whatever I had to say was reciprocated. You know what I mean? Like, if I say this and you act like you don't care that I said that, then obviously what I say or feel or whatever doesn't matter to you. Okay. But it does matter, even if it didn't really matter to a person. But sometimes we put ourselves in a low vibration or a depression or a pity party or whatever you want to call it. Sometimes we put ourselves there by automatically thinking that what I have to say doesn't matter. So I forgive myself for thinking that no one cares to hear what I have to say. Okay. Now, this is what you're going to replace that with. Okay. So I choose to believe, repeat after me. I choose to believe that I have within me a powerful, innate wisdom, and I am capable of creating loving impact through both my words and actions. Let's say it again. I choose to believe that I have within me a powerful, innate wisdom, and I am capable of creating loving impact through both my words and actions. Let's say it a third time. I choose to believe that I have within me a powerful innate wisdom, and I am capable of creating loving impact through both my words and actions. I like that. Okay. Because sometimes we have, like, especially like when I used to do therapy, like, God, I wish I had this. I used to do therapy. Okay. Because this would have been so helpful for my clients, because you take the thing that you want to release, you want to forgive yourself for treating yourself this way, and then you fill yourself up with a new thought. And that coincides with change. You know what I mean? We're going to fill that up with a new thought. So this could be your past, but this is going to be what we choose to believe now. Okay? All right. So now the next card, and I'll share with you guys this deck. Now, let me see. Because I already feel like some people are saying, what deck is that? Okay, so this deck is called the Self-Forgiveness Oracle deck. How about that? Yes. Okay, so anyway, all right, so the next card is all about self-reflection, okay? And so repeat after me. I forgive myself for engaging in decisions that have created unhelpful behavioral patterns. Let's say it again. I forgive myself for engaging in decisions that have created unhelpful behavioral patterns. So what does that mean? Unhelpful behavioral patterns. And this is present. So what have you done? What might you have created in your life that really has not served your highest good? Think about that. What have you created? What are the unhelpful behavioral patterns that you have done? I know I'm just going to share. I was watching too many videos, watching too much stuff, even though it's enlightening stuff, but some of the stuff is not so positive. Like when you're watching things that are going on the planet, some of the stuff going on this planet is not very positive. So I have had to create a shift. I've had to change, because that is no longer serving my highest good to be filling myself with negativity, even though it is going on. But there has to be a healthy balance of information. And I don't have it within me. I shouldn't even say that. I have it within me to continue doing that, but I don't want to. I am choosing to vibrate higher. And if I continue to focus so much energy on these things that vibrate lower, then I won't remain in the 4D consciousness, 5D. I'll be down there in 3D. And I'm not trying to be there. That's not where I belong. So that's something that I do. But that's a habit that I created, and I'm a creature of habit. Like when I start doing something, I just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. And it becomes a part of me. But then when I stop, like working out, when I stopped, it's like hard as hell for me to get started again. So I'm still working on that. That's part of my goals for this year. And I'm going to work on it until I master that as a habit again. Working out, exercising daily the way I used to. Okay. So anyway, last time, I forgive myself for engaging in decisions that have created unhelpful behavior patterns. All right. So we're going to forgive ourselves for that. Then I choose to believe, you're repeating after me, I choose to believe that I do not need to prove I was right to have chosen in the first place, as every experience has gifted me with a deeper understanding of myself. Wow, that's awesome. This is my first time reading these cards, okay? So this is where we're getting it first time for both of us, okay? So that's awesome. Because okay, so one of the things that came to me today, I was in a session with a spiritual group, and the leader of the group, her name is Iatira, and she was saying something, and it reminded me of being unapologetically myself. And that reminds me of when I named I named my year one year Totally Rorree, and that's when I named my business Totally Rorree, because it was time for me to be unapologetically me. And that's what this is kind of saying to me. You know, I might have engaged in some behaviors that might not have created what helpful behavior patterns. I might have done that. But guess what? It's all good. To me, that's what this is saying. I'm not going to be beating myself up for that. You know what I mean? I'm going to learn from that. I'm going to make some shifts and changes in my life, and I'm going to move on. Okay? I'm not going to stay there in yesterday and be all stuck in yesterday, because that just creates low vibrations. I forgive myself and I release it and let it go. Okay? I forgive myself for whatever I've done that hasn't been the greatest to myself. Okay, so let's repeat it again. I choose to believe that I do not need to prove I was right to have chosen in the first place, as every experience has gifted me with a deeper understanding of myself. All right, now that reminds me of another situation in I've chosen so many things that, to me, the journey was like, like, damn, why I choose that? I'm just being honest. I'm sure we have all been there. Like, why did I choose to go down that railroad track? This track over here might have been a little bit better, but I chose that one. Okay. And but I have to say to myself, what did I learn from that railroad track? Because that's the one that I chose. So that's the one that I was on. So obviously I was supposed to be on that one. So what did I learn from it? What did I learn from it? And woo, I learned so much just reflecting in 2020. My vision, I had a new vision for 2020. You know what I mean? As I reflected in 2020 on decisions that I've made in my life and new decisions that I made within 2020 because of my reflection, I do feel like I understand myself better. I know myself more. Even though I had some trials and tribulations, they were on purpose to help me to grow, to help me develop my muscles, my mental muscles, my spiritual muscles. Yes. Okay. I know I'm mega silly, but those of you who know me know that that's me. I act silly, and I ain't gonna apologize for it, because that is who I am. I like being silly. I like to laugh, and I like to laugh at myself. So, so what have you learned? This is about reflection. Okay, so let's one last time. Let's say it one more time. I choose to believe that I do not need to prove that I was right to have chosen in the first place. As every experience has gifted me with a deeper understanding of myself. Hallelujah. Okay, I love that one. All right, that was good. I like these cards. Woohoo! All right, I knew these cards would be great for this program because this, I just feel like this is what we need. If we are going to choose ourselves, if we are going to love ourselves the most, if we are going to release those things that are no longer serving us and not hold on to them out of desperation, out of the fact that we might think we ain't gonna never get something again, you know what I mean? We be holding on to garbage, you know what I mean? For what? Shoot, the hell you holding on to garbage for? Let the garbage go with the garbage man. Okay? Because if it's not serving your highest good, bye. Okay? That's where I'm at. Okay? So anyway, I'm loving this so far. I got one more card for you guys, and I want you to let me know, like how I shared little stories with you guys on what you're seeing with this, especially the reflection one, the reflection card. But for either of the first two cards, let me know what comes to you. You could pause the video and let me know what comes to you. Like what is it that you are forgiving yourself for? And how have these new beliefs that you're planting, that you're going to reprogram yourself with, you know, because we get so programmed by the television and by, you know, by society, by all this bullshit I got going on. We get so programmed that we forget that that's not who's supposed to be programming us. We program ourselves. We work with our higher selves to be programmed. We should be working with God. We should be working with our ancestors, with our Rorree, with our higher self, with our head. We should be working with our collective guides and angels that work with us. That's who should be helping us to program ourselves, not the freaking television. You know what I mean? The television want to tell you what you need to look like, how skinny or fat you need to be, how boyish or girlish you need to look, you know, what your clothes need to look like, whether they be baggy, sagging, or with a belt on, you know, just crazy. That's society, the television, whatever, all this propaganda, all this foolish shenanigans. It's time for us to tap into self. It's time for us to go to God and connect and know and be led by our ancestors who love us. Okay? These crazy people out here, they don't even know us, but they telling everybody what to do. Okay? So your ancestors, they've been walking with you before you came here. Okay, so when you incarnated into this body, into this vessel, they have been working with you. Your collective group has been working with you, and that's who you need to be working with. That's where you need to be getting your guidance from. So let's go to the last card. So share with me whatever comes up for you. If y'all have questions for me, let's do this because we are into the program now. Okay, you know, we rode the bicycle, we did a little bit of, you know, over a few weeks in December. Now it's time. It's time. It's time to step into this newness of life. It's time for change in our lives right now so that we can continue manifesting what it is we desire, so that we can live amongst the craziness and not be all up into the craziness. The craziness could be all around us, but it don't have to be all up in here. Okay? So the last card. I forgive myself. Repeat after me. I forgive myself for internalizing others' perceptions of me as reflective of what must be true about me. I forgive myself for internalizing others' perceptions of me as reflective of what must be true about me. Ashe. You know, some people would say, what you think about me is your business. You know, that ain't none of my business. You know, because really, Everybody has an opinion, just like they have, that saying. Okay. So I forgive myself for internalizing your bullshit opinion about me and taking it on as my own. Screw you and what you think. You know, if it ain't something positive, if you ain't got something to uplift, then keep that shit to yourself. Okay. And that's how I feel. If you don't have something positive to add to the conversation, or if you just coming to murmur and complain all the time, then go somewhere else with that. Okay? It's enough foolishness going on around us that I don't need those people that are in my circle adding to it. Not doing that. Not doing that. Okay. So what other people think of you, that is great, but it is not for us to internalize what they think. What your ancestors, guides, and angels, what you think of yourself, what God thinks of you, that's important. You know what I mean? We are not here to serve these people. So I don't care what these people think about you or me or whatever. That's not our job. Okay. And it's not our job to internalize that. Just because somebody thinks this, well, look, if you think it too, then work on it. Okay. But just because somebody thinks something doesn't make it so. Not no human on this planet or whatever kind of being, because there's a whole bunch of different kind of beings on this planet, not just human beings. There's a bunch of different kind of beings on this planet. And, I don't care what they think. This is about you. What do you think? So we're going to replace this with, repeat after me. I choose to believe that only I can really know what I hold in my heart. And it is safe to self-validate when external validation is not readily available. So you're gonna give yourself a high five, okay? So if there's nobody around that can validate you, it is your job to validate yourself. Give yourself some love. Appreciate yourself. Love on yourself. Know that you are a child of God. Know that you are an excellent being. Know that you can manifest in magnificent ways. Know that your thoughts and ideas are God inspired. They are wonderful. Okay? Know that you are appreciated. Know that you are, wonderful. Say some positive things about yourself every day. Validate yourself. I know at one point, this young lady named Stormy Wellington, she put out this thing and she would say it every morning. And so I had typed it up. I typed up what she used to say. I don't say it anymore, but it was so nice. And I kind of tweaked it and made it my own. This was some years ago. I don't even know how long ago it was. It could have been about 7, 8 years ago. But I used to say it every morning. And it was a nice, positive affirmation for yourself in the morning. Do that. In the mornings, write up a few words or memorize a few words that you can say about yourself. Excuse me. That you can speak into your life. If you have some affirmation cards or something, wake up in the morning and pull one of them jokers. Pull it for that day. Speak out something for that day. I mean, I have these daily prospermation cards, and every time I talk about them, I look around and there are none right here. They're over there, and I'm not going to get up and go get them. But I have these daily prospermation cards, and I sometimes pull those in the morning, but you could pull whatever it is that you want that is a positive type affirmation. I think I do have something over here. Here's some well-being cards by Esther Hicks. I've been following Esther Hicks forever, and she has some well-being cards. I don't know. I got these a long time ago, so I don't even know if they still sell them. But like, my purpose in life is joy. So here's some well-being cards where you could pull a card out, or you could just create a statement that you want to say every morning to yourselves. I say a prayer of thanks every morning. And I say it several times a day where I thank God. I thank my Rorree. I thank my ancestors, my guides, and my angels. I thank everybody for this incarnation. I thank everybody for this day. I think, and I pray, and I speak it out. And then you might want to speak out what it is that you desire. What do you want to create in life? What is it that you want? So let's repeat this one more time. I choose to believe, this is the new thought. I choose to believe that only I can really know what I hold in my heart. And it is safe to self-validate when external validation is not readily available. So if somebody says some negative stuff to you, about you, whatever, you might just be like, I rebuke that. I'm not receiving that. I'll be quick to do that. I ain't receiving that. Cancel. You ain't speaking that over me. Be careful where you stop for advice on this journey. Be careful, because you could stop for advice at one wrong location and get a dose of negative bullshit, and then you have to be healing yourself. Okay. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed that. I really like this forgiveness thing, this self-forgiveness. So we're going to do this periodically. We are going to vary up the different messages that we receive every day. And if you have questions, or if there's anything specific you want me to talk about, let's do that. We will do readings, collective readings periodically, the traditional readings that, kind of forecast and share different things. But I feel that it is important, especially as we're beginning this year, to work on our shadow selves, work on forgiving ourselves, work on healing ourselves. It's very important to do that, because if you are broken and feeling low and feeling down and feeling depressed, if you are feeling that kind of way, it's going to be very difficult to manifest things that vibrate a little higher than that. So we've got to get you out of that place so that you can vibrate in a place of receiving greatness, not more stuff that's in the doldrums. You want to receive what is great. So if you don't have your planner already, go ahead and order one. Again, they are in the description box. Again, here is mine. And start doing your goal setting for this month, for this year. Do some reflection and figure out what it is that you want to accomplish this month, this week. What do you want to accomplish next month? Maybe you can kind of map out where you want to be in the next 120 days. What is it that you want to do? Find a goal that you desire to accomplish within a 120-day period of time. Find another goal that you want to accomplish within the next 30 days. Find another goal that you want to accomplish within the next month. This could be in all different areas of your life. It could be health. It could be foods, exercise. It could be you want to drink more water every day. It could be something as simple as that. It could be, I want to walk on the treadmill every day for this amount of time. It could be that I'm going to connect with this program and whatever, do some exercise with the program. You could be, you might want to hire a coach, a life coach, a spiritual coach. I know with coaching, I like people that are like me. I like people who coach but are intuitive at the same time, because I found that when my coaches are not also intuitive or have intuitive gifts that they tap into, that they give me a lot of what they think. And sometimes I really don't want to know what you think. I want to know what spirit thinks. I want to know what I want validation, on what I'm getting. I kind of want, I want information that's spiritually led, So, I like people that coach the way I do. you could use this program as your coaching program, especially when we start the platform with the inner circle. You can definitely jump into that. Everything is going to be cost effective for you guys. There will be free components to everything. There will be small, like a small fee for some things. Sometimes we might have other things that we add for the whole shebang with the program. I think the team decided on $33.33 a month for the fullest scale of the program that we're offering right now, where you would have access to many of the previous courses that we have put out there over the past years, since 2000 what, 5. I think we started with the Recipe for Prosperity as our first recorded program in 2005. So the programs that we've had over the years will be in there for you. So it's a lot that we're getting out there to you guys, and there's no pressure for any of it. You can just come here for free and get whatever you can right here. If hiring a coach or something like that is not in your budget or whatever, but definitely come here. Let's have some fun. We're going to be tapping into different things. And all that said, oh, you know what? I didn't say what the last card, the category for the last card that I read was self-trust. Self-trust. All right. So the one that was talking about validating yourself, give yourself a high five. Okay. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Ashe, ashe, ashe.